Eminem and his mother, Debbie Nelson, had a difficult and widely known strained relationship, often reflected in his music. They hadn't spoken for years, and Eminem never apologized for the things he had said about her. Their complicated bond was a frequent topic in the media, making their feud one of the most discussed in the entertainment industry. Debbie was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, and at 69 years old, she was staying between a cancer treatment center and the homes of family members. Despite her illness, she publicly spoke about her love for her sons, Eminem and Nathan, and expressed pride in Eminem's success. She even mentioned her concerns about the hereditary nature of her illness, hoping her children wouldn't face similar health issues. Though Eminem had supported his mother financially, they had not been in direct contact for years. Some believed he might not have even been fully aware of how serious her condition was. Debbie's public messages seemed to be her way of reconnecting with her family before it was too late. She wanted to share her side of the story, portraying herself as a loving mother who had been misunderstood. Sadly, Debbie passed away sooner than expected, and her death was confirmed by Eminem's representative. When the news broke, many people revisited the history of their troubled relationship. While Eminem remained silent at first, his eventual response surprised many. Debbie's life had been filled with challenges from a young age. She was born on a military base and grew up in a difficult family environment. At just 15 years old, she married Marshall Bruce Mathers Jr., but their relationship was troubled. In 1972, she gave birth to Eminem after a complicated 72-hour labor that nearly took her life. Soon after, her husband left, leaving her to raise Eminem alone. Life was hard for Debbie and Eminem, as they constantly moved between Missouri and Michigan, struggling with financial instability. Eminem had a tough childhood, facing bullying, isolation, and poor academic performance. He was held back in 9th grade 3 times before eventually dropping out at 17. Despite these hardships, Debbie supported Eminem's early rap career, driving him to competitions and cheering him on. However, as Eminem's fame grew, their relationship worsened. In his music, he often accused Debbie of neglect and drug use, claims she strongly denied. In her 2008 memoir, she painted a different picture, insisting she had done her best as a mother. She shared fond memories of Eminem as a child, recalling how he would run around in a Batman cape before falling asleep in her arms. Eminem's troubled childhood left deep scars, and he used music to express his pain. His lyrics revealed the struggles he faced growing up, which not only shaped his career but also contributed to his complex relationship with his mother. Though Debbie's passing marked the end of their long-standing conflict, it also reminded people of the human side behind their famous feud. Eminem and his mother, Debbie, had a troubled relationship. Though they sometimes tried to mend things, their efforts never lasted long. In 2010, Eminem admitted that fixing their bond would be extremely difficult. Their story is one of pain and misunderstandings, shaped by the struggles they faced together and apart. Things became even more complicated when Eminem's younger brother, Nathan, was born in 1986. At the time, Eminem was 13 years old, and instead of bringing the family closer, Nathan's birth only added more stress. Nathan's father, Fred Samra Jr., was briefly involved but soon disappeared, leaving Debbie to raise both boys alone. She later expressed confusion about why Fred had once treated Eminem well but refused to be part of Nathan's life. Nathan had a tough start. He was born premature and suffered from health issues like jaundice and colic. Debbie, already struggling financially, found it hard to care for him. As her stress increased, her behavior became more unstable. Tensions in the household grew, and Nathan experienced even worse treatment than Eminem had. Social services eventually stepped in, and when Nathan was 8 years old, he was removed from Debbie's custody due to unsafe living conditions and allegations of abuse. Debbie denied the accusations, blaming the school system and foster care instead. However, there were troubling stories, like Debbie chasing Nathan around the house for listening to rap music. During this difficult time, Eminem, now an adult and working hard to establish his music career, wanted to help but lacked the legal and financial ability to gain custody of Nathan. Despite this, he became a protective figure, visiting Nathan regularly while he was in foster care. When Nathan turned 16, he left the foster care system and moved in with Eminem, who was now a rising star. Despite the demands of fame and fatherhood, Eminem provided Nathan with a stable home and emotional support. The brothers' difficult childhood created a deep bond between them, one that lasted despite their strained relationship with their mother. Eminem made his feelings about Debbie public through his music. From the start of his career, he rapped about their difficult relationship, portraying her as neglectful and manipulative. Debbie strongly denied these claims, but the conflict soon became a public spectacle. In 1999, Eminem's song My Name Is included the line, "I just found out my mom does more dope than I do," which she found deeply insulting. Feeling humiliated, she sued him for $10 million in a defamation lawsuit, though she ultimately received only $225,000, most of which went to legal fees. The lawsuit further damaged their relationship. Eminem continued to express his anger through his music. In 2000, his song Kill You contained even harsher words directed at Debbie. In response, she released a diss track, Dear Marshall, attempting to tell her side of the story, though it didn't gain much attention. However, the biggest blow came in 2002 when Eminem released Cleaning Out My Closet, where he accused his mother of having Munchausen syndrome by proxy, making him believe he was sick when he wasn't. He also claimed she was addicted to prescription pills and created a toxic home environment. The song was deeply personal and included painful lines about how she would never meet her granddaughter, Haley. Debbie later wrote a memoir, My Son Marshall, My Son Eminem, in 2008, where she argued that Eminem exaggerated or even made up parts of his childhood for dramatic effect. She insisted she had done her best as a single mother but admitted she wasn't perfect. However, this book did little to mend their relationship, as Eminem continued to speak about their conflicts in his music. Even in the movie 8 Mile, which was loosely based on his life, the character of Jimmy's mother reflected aspects of Debbie. Despite their rocky history, Debbie occasionally expressed hope for reconciliation. In one interview, she said it was time to move on and let go of the past. However, Eminem remained firm in his stance for many years, which is why the world was so shocked when he eventually spoke about his mother's passing. Through all the struggles with Debbie, the strong bond between Eminem and Nathan remained a silver lining. Nathan, 13 years younger, found a protector in Eminem, who stepped in to care for him when Debbie's behavior became unpredictable. He provided Nathan with emotional support and guidance, filling the parental role their mother couldn't. Nathan's time in foster care was one of the darkest periods of his life. Even though Eminem couldn't legally take custody of him at the time, he remained a constant presence, visiting him often and ensuring he knew he wasn't alone. When Nathan finally moved in with Eminem at 16, he found the stability he had always lacked. Inspired by his brother, Nathan also explored music, trying his hand at songwriting, DJing, and producing under the name Nate Kane. While he didn't reach Eminem's level of fame, he found his own path and even appeared in some of Eminem's music videos, including The Way I Am, Without Me, and Sing for the Moment. Nathan has always spoken highly of his brother, calling him the best role model he could have had. He credits Eminem with teaching him valuable life lessons, including how to be a good father. Nathan also witnessed firsthand the impact of fame on his brother. He once shared how surreal it was to see Eminem on TV and experience the intense reactions from fans. As a child, he even bleached his hair to match Eminem's iconic blonde look but ended up accidentally dyeing his eyebrows as well, which became a funny family memory. Today, Nathan is a husband and father of 3, living a stable and happy life, something he credits his brother for helping him achieve. When Debbie passed away, Nathan was the first to publicly react. On December 3rd, just a day after her death, he posted on Instagram, writing, "Hatred and mixed emotions." These 5 words reflected the complicated relationship he had with his mother. Many people who have experienced difficult family relationships related to his honesty. His post also sparked curiosity about whether Eminem would say anything at all, given their history. For a long time, Eminem stayed silent, leading people to believe he wouldn't make a public statement. However, he eventually surprised everyone by expressing deep regret. When he finally spoke about Debbie's death, he admitted feeling guilty and heartbroken over their unresolved issues. In a rare moment of vulnerability, he apologized, saying, "Please forgive me," and acknowledged that he had been too stubborn to reconcile while she was alive. Eminem also referenced a 2013 song he had written about his mother, which took on new meaning after her passing. In it, he reflected on her struggles as a single mother and admitted that he regretted not thanking her for trying to play both parental roles. The lyrics, "I'm mad I didn't get the chance to thank you for being my mom and my dad," expressed the remorse he carried. Those close to Eminem revealed that he often sang this song privately after her death, as a way to find some comfort. Many were surprised by Eminem's decision to apologize, given his long history of anger toward his mother. It showed a side of him that fans rarely saw, a man who, despite all the pain, wished he had found a way to forgive before it was too late.